Hi, I'm Roxanne Clauser, Content Director and Doodler here at whirlidurb, and I want to welcome you to one of our Art Smart mini lessons. Today we're going to be learning how to draw bells. Now let's take a closer look, because you know every time before we draw I always tell you it's very important to learn how to look, and so that's what we're doing today. We're looking for shapes. Now the key on the bell is that bottom part of the bell, which if you turned it upside down it would look like a circle to you, because that's what the bottom of the bell would look like. But when we're looking at it from the front and it's tilted just a little bit, this shape right here is not a circle. It's an oval or a foreshortened circle. So it's almost like you have a circle and you stretch it out. And so that's what we're going to be adding to the bottom of our bell. That's what's going to give it the dimension. And what we're going to do here is we're going to start out, it's wider at the bottom, we're going to come up. On the sides of it, on this bell, it's almost like they're parallel lines, but then we'll curve it around the top. As you can see here, this one is an ornament. And I like to teach students to draw bells because a lot of times you might have a garland with a bow as decoration and want to add some bells to it. So that's what we are going to be doing today. So let's get over here. I'm going to show you, this is an example of what our bell looks like. I added a couple little ridges to it. You can add details to your bell if you want to. I'm going to show you how to do that. So as always, get your sheet of paper. I want you folding it into fours. When we're wanting to draw these little things that go with our Christmas scenes, you don't need a whole sheet of paper. So get your paper folded into fours. All right, so we're going to be looking at drawing our bell. Now, a couple things about our bell. We do have that nice oval here at the bottom. We're going to be going up and down with that curved line. And I'm going to sketch it first. I really do like to sketch. And I'm going to keep my model here so I can be looking at it. You can look at it as well. What we're going to do is we are going to put this very foreshortened circle here. I'm going to come down with a rectangle, and it has a ball on the end. I'm going to come up on the sides, and then those curved lines are going to kind of straighten as we go up. Once I get up about as tall as I'd like it, I'm going to gently sketch it over. All right, so that's kind of putting it in that curved shape. We're going to put a couple of details. I'm just going to put a couple lines there to have for our bell. So then as we darken it in, I'm going to come over here. I'm going to do a little bump on the sides, kind of where those lines would be. See how that works? I'm going to come down on the other side with a little bump. And then we're going to finish that one up and darken that. It's looking pretty good. As you can see, the bells are very simple, but sometimes the things that don't have many lines are a little bit trickier to draw. And so there's our hook if we were going to make an ornament from it. And now let's add a little bit of color to it, a little bit of shading, and that will finish up our bell. I'm going to take off my extra pencil lines. Now the bell, and you know, I'm telling you, I always use just regular crayons that you can get where you get your school supplies, and these are our metallics. It's a gold, a silver, and a copper. Well, let's see how these turn out. So I'm going to add in, this is our gold, and it almost looks like a kind of a yellowish color to me, but I'm going to quickly fill in our bell. And I'm going to take see what this silver looks like underneath. Oh, that's not too bad. It kind of looks like a gray color. Then I'm going to swap. I'm going to bring in a touch of, this is that copper, and notice it kind of looks too different. It doesn't look right. So I'm going to add a little more of it down the bell. And so what you're seeing now is it starts to have a little more of a contour. Now this is, some of you might have, you know, some of the fancier kinds of, you know, pastels or something that you're using. But what we're trying to do is try to show people what you can do with just regular crayons. All right, so there's that. And if you want to get a little bit darker here on the edge, you can. A little bit more. And then sometimes I'll bring in like almost a contrasting color. This one is a brick red. Just going to add just a little bit of that on. I don't know if the camera's bringing that through as well. But that's, not too bad. A quick little bell just drawn with Sharpies and then colored with just your basic crayons that you can get anywhere you can get school supplies. I hope this has helped you improve drawing a bell.